My name is Bishop Alan Williams of the Diocese of Brentwood, and I'm here to talk to you about safeguarding in the Diocese of Brentwood and the importance we place on safeguarding. The late Pope Francis and now our new Pope Leo have both provided us with strong leadership and clear messages for the Church when it comes to this immensely important issue of safeguarding. If I can quote Pope Francis, it's about protecting people, showing loving concern for each and every person, especially children, the elderly and those in need. Indeed, those who are sometimes the last ones we think about. Pope Francis talked about us being close to the sheep. The shepherd must be close to the sheep, the people of God. So likewise, Pope Leo has said already that bishops should be close to the victims of abuse. If I can quote him, the door of the Church must be open to people who have suffered abuse. These words generally must drive our safeguarding strategy in the Diocese of Brentwood, and it applies to all church members, whether bishops, clergy, religious, employees, contractors, volunteers, all those who work in our parishes, our ministries, wherever they find themselves. In other words, anyone who works in a position of trust in the Diocese of Brentwood must subscribe to our safeguarding strategy. The diocese firmly believes, that we're all a gift from God with an inbuilt right to dignity of life, respect and protection from harm. And therefore, we can't tolerate abuse by any members of the Church involved in our ministries and services. Indeed, we need to be committed to protecting all involved and to promote the well-being and the best interests of all children and vulnerable adults. Some of the means by which we will achieve this. First of all, we need to ensure that all church personnel are safely selected, recruited and trained in safeguarding, and that they accept their safeguarding obligations, that they clearly understand their roles and responsibilities in safeguarding. We also need to ensure that we have effective safeguarding policies and procedures at every level of the diocese. The prevention of abuse or harm is critical. Safeguarding policies help us to achieve this. We also need to make sure that all our environments in parishes, wherever they are, in the diocese generally, all our environments are safe for whatever activities, ministries and services are happening there. And finally, on this list of points, if there's been a disclosure, there's suspicion of abuse, allegations of abuse arise, we need to respond effectively, and when we do this, to work closely with the statutory authorities in appropriate cases. And of course, by statutory authorities, I do mean very often the police. We need to be transparent in all that we do. The Diocese of Brentwood has a well-established safeguarding team, and I would urge anyone who's been abused to contact the diocesan safeguarding team. We will listen to you with respect and we'll try our utmost to help you. The safeguarding team is run by a safeguarding coordinator, Mr. Simon Moles. He works in conjunction with other agencies. So, for example, our diocesan board has a subcommittee, a safeguarding subcommittee. They work very closely with Simon in terms of the strategic elements of safeguarding. We also have a diocesan safeguarding advisory panel, and this panel has safeguarding professionals, for example, police, social workers, legally qualified people who can help provide expert advice and assessment to the diocesan bishop and others. They help us to ensure good, effective safeguarding in the diocese. Can I also mention, because some of you will be listening now to this and watching this video, that we're really, really grateful for parish safeguarding representatives. They should be found in every one of our parishes, and these hugely important people who've been trained, who are effective, we hope, are so deserving of our gratitude and thanksgiving. On a more national level in the Catholic Church, the diocese also works in conjunction with the Catholic Safeguarding Standards Agency, acronym, I'm sorry about this, CSSA. This agency was set up following the Royal Commission into Institutional Abuse in the country and in all situations. And this agency, the CSSA, sets out standards on how Catholic dioceses and religious orders should approach and deliver safeguarding. Again, on a diocesan website, you'll see all of these 8 standards, well worth a look at for all of us, because safeguarding is the responsibility of all of us. And a final little comment really. The overarching principle in all of this is that safeguarding is the responsibility of everybody. Not just the parish safeguarding representative, but every parishioner, every person who comes in contact with our diocese at any level whatsoever. And so as a diocesan bishop, and for all volunteers as well, I thank everybody who has done such wonderful work, and particularly the work and the ministry of safeguarding. All of us need to embrace safeguarding, because when Jesus came, he said, I've come that you may have life to the full, flourishing of life, health and well-being. Safeguarding fundamentally is at the very heart of the ministry of the Catholic Christian Church. With your help, we can achieve all of this. Thank you and God bless.